Hello everyone, welcome to MotorBeam. With a budget of 15 lakh rupees, you have a ton of choices available in the compact SUV segment. Now what I have with me is the latest entrant, which is the Maruti Fronx, and competing against the Fronx is one of the most popular cars in the segment, the Hyundai Venue. Now I have the turbo petrol variants of both the compact SUVs with me, and we are going to do 10 real life tests. Now before we get started with the 10 real life tests, let's talk about the safety features first. दोनों cars में आपको 6 airbags standard मिल जाती है. Top end variant में both the cars have ABS with EBD, both the cars have ESP, hill hold control, and of course both the cars also have ISOFIX child seat mounts. दोनों cars की crash test rating अभी तक नहीं आई है, so we are eagerly waiting for that. The Hyundai Venue that we have here is powered by 1 liter 3-cylinder turbo petrol engine, making 120 PS of power and 172 Newton meters of torque, offered with a 6-speed IMT or a 7-speed DCT. 3 engine options with the Venue. There is something for every kind of customer. With the Fronx, you get 2 engine options. The one I have with me is the 1 liter booster jet 3-cylinder turbo petrol engine, making 99 horsepower and 147.6 Newton meters of torque. This is offered with a 5-speed manual or a 6-speed torque converter. The second engine is a 1.2 liter K series naturally aspirated engine. That's about it. So let's get started with the 0 to 100 test. दोनों कार्स के एक्सेलरेशन टाइम्स हम लोग ने देख लिए. इट इज नाउ टाइम फॉर अ ब्रेकिंग टेस्ट. बोथ द कार्स हैव डिस्क brakes at the front, drum brakes at the rear. Let's see how is the stopping power. It is time for a braking test, and I'll start off with the Maruti Fronx. I'll drive the car to 60 kilometers per hour and just stamp on the brakes. वेरी नाइस ब्रेकिंग परफॉर्मेंस. गाड़ी में से आवाज़ आई काफ़ी सारी ब्रेकिंग की, लेकिन कॉन्फिडेंस इंस्पायरिंग. एक ही लाइन में ऐसे जाके रुकी है, बट द हैज़ार्ड इंडिकेटर्स डिड नॉट लाइट अप. बहुत सारी गाड़ियों में ऐसा भी होता है कि व्हेन यू डू हार्ड ब्रेकिंग, लाइट्स अपने ब्लिंक होने लगती है टू वार्न पीपल बिहाइंड यू. टाइम फॉर अ ब्रेकिंग टेस्ट विद द वेन्यू. इसको भी 60 पे चलाएंगे. This has also stopped properly, but again the lights are not blinking. Acceleration is done, braking is done. It is now time for a cornering test. I'll take both these cars on a hill with some really fun twisties and turns, and I'll drive both the cars back to back at the exact same speed. देखते हैं कौन सी गाड़ी ज़्यादा engaging feel होती है, कौन सी गाड़ी ज़्यादा stable feel होती है. We are going. Oh. Good stability. It was fun. This one has thinner tires, slightly thinner tires compared to the Venue that has 215 section. This is 195 section, but stability तो काफ़ी अच्छी लगी मुझे. I wish the steering of this car had more feel, but overall it is confidence inspiring to drive this car at high speeds. Corners, yes. Time to do some cornering with the Venue now. The Venue has a lighter steering with not a lot of heft, and sport mode में I have put the car. The Venue also feels stable actually. Somehow I felt the Fronx was more dynamic, but again there's not a lot of difference in both the cars. Both the cars are, I think, neutral to drive, and you cannot call any of them very engaging that way. Both the cars have a very lifeless steering. Body control is decent on both the cars, slightly better on the Fronx. The engine is good on the Venue, but the Fronx has a lighter body weight and it feels more chuckable. The Venue, because of its height, does not feel as chuckable as the Fronx. So that's it. The tires on the Venue grip really well. The next test is the Ingress Egress test. So I'll sit in the driver's seat and the seat behind the driver's seat in both the cars back to back, and then tell you which one is easy or which one is difficult to get in and get out of. I'll start off with the Maruti Fronx. The driver's seat has already been adjusted to my driving position. I'm 6 feet tall. So let's see. The driving position is low slung. The door opens wide. Getting in the front seat was easy, not too difficult. Let's see पीछे कैसा है. The door opens wide, almost 90 degrees wide, and Getting in and out is a little tricky over here because of the sloping roofline. The space over here is limited, so there's a high chance of you banging your head. Time for the same test with the Venue. The seat is in my driving position. Door opens wide enough. The driving position is a little higher on the Venue. Getting in and out of the front row was also easier. The rear door also opens wide enough over here. Getting in and out is also easier on the Venue, but leg space isn't all that great. अब आ गया वक्त rear seat comparison का. So 3 people from the MotorBeam team are going to sit in the rear seats of both of these cars back to back और हम लोग अपना real experience बताएंगे. How is the space, how is the congestion and how is the comfort at the back of both of these cars. Time for the rear seat test. We'll start off with the Fronx. 3 people are going to sit over here and everyone has to be belted up, of course. Getting a little too tight over here. Very limited space. The cabin does not feel wide enough, but the good thing is that you get 3 adjustable headrests at the back and 3-point seat belts for all the passengers. So guys, how does it feel? Congested लग रहा है?
No shoulder space at all.
No shoulder space. He feels congested. I feel I just want to get out of this because my head is banging against the roof line over here. So not a great experience at all. चलो Venue में चलते. Time for the second row test with the Venue. Hopefully this should be a little more comfortable. More headroom for sure than the Fronx. But the sad part is that the middle passenger does not get a headrest, nor does he get a proper 3-point seat belt, only a lap seat belt. Not good, not good. So 3 people are sitting. Guys, बताओ Fronx के comparison में कैसा है?
उससे थोड़ा ज़्यादा स्पेस है.
थोड़ा better है. Headroom is good.
उस सीट उसकी अच्छी लगी.
Seat का shape उसका अच्छा था ना? The shape of the seat was better on that. The window is big on both the cars, but this feels more airy because of the light interiors. That felt quite claustrophobic. Headroom is usable over here for sure. The Hyundai Venue has a boot capacity of 350 liters, while the Fronx has a much smaller boot of 308 liters. How much is the usable space on both the cars? I have my trusty measuring tape with me. Let's measure the length and the width and the height of all of these boots. So we'll start off with the Fronx first. The depth of the boot is 26.5 inches. If I talk about the width of the boot, from the middle point it is 40 inches, and if I talk about the height of the boot, considering the parcel shelf, we have a height of 21 inches. So that's it. This car has a 60-40 split function for the boot. There's a small lamp on the left hand side. Coming to the Hyundai Venue, this has a lamp on the right hand side. Again, you get a 60-40 split function. Let's see what's the depth. The depth is 27.5 inches. The width is 43 inches, and the height, keeping in mind the parcel shelf, is 22 inches. So that's it. The Venue definitely has more usable space than the Fronx. How many 1-liter bottles can you put in the cabin of the Hyundai Venue? How many bottles can you put in the Fronx? Sitting in the cabin of the Fronx here, and सब कुछ काफ़ी मतलब घर जैसी घरेलू वाली feeling आ रही है because everything is so similar to the Baleno apart from the color themes and a few extra features. Now talking about the quality, it is just about okay, not that great. It is मतलब good enough for the price, but Venue में थोड़ी better quality आपको मिल जाती है. Feature list is quite long on this car. Audio system की बात करें तो you get a 9-inch screen shared with almost every other new Maruti, and you get 4 speakers, 2 tweeters from Arcamis. My phone is connected to Apple CarPlay. This one has wireless and wired Apple CarPlay both. The Venue does not have wireless Apple CarPlay, which is shocking. So let's see how is the sound quality. The sound quality is average on the Fronx. I mean, low volume out, medium volume पे काफी decent है, clear आपको मिल जाती है quality. High volume पे there is a chance of distortion if the music is too bass heavy. So that is that. You have to increase the treble, decrease the bass, and तो उसमें थोड़ी आपको better quality मिल जाती है. But again, not all that great. तो Hyundai Venue का देख लेते हैं कैसा है. Sitting in the cabin of the Hyundai Venue now, and everything feels so much better. The quality is quite nice all around, very consistent. The windows are big, and overall the vibe inside the cabin is very pleasant. Sound quality कैसे देखते? This car has an 8-inch screen. The user interface is different from the pre-facelift Venue, and this one also has 4 speakers, 2 tweeters. Same गाना बजाते हैं. साउंड क्वालिटी अगेन नॉट ऑल दैट ग्रेट, लेकिन फ्रॉन्क्स के कंपैरिजन में थोड़ी बेटर इसमें आपको क्लैरिटी मिल जाती है, स्पेशली एट हाई वॉल्यूम्स. अगेन यू हैव टू प्ले अराउंड विद द इक्वलाइजर सेटिंग्स. द बेस इज नॉट ऑल दैट ग्रेट ऑन द Venue also, but the clarity at high volumes is slightly better over here. Let's compare the horns of both of these cars. So I'll start off with the Hyundai Venue. It's a very meek sounding horn, doesn't make a lot of difference in traffic, and people don't really move out of the way. I think Hyundai could have done a better job here and offered the same horn as the Creta and the Alcazar, because even the Sonnet gets that loud horn. The Fronx get the same horn as the Celerio, Alto, Grand Vitara, Jimny, and even the Brezza. Well, every Maruti car gets the exact same horn. It is loud enough, not very pleasant sounding, not very premium sounding, but it does the job well. Now both the cars can tackle bad roads quite easily over here. The Maruti Fronx has a ground clearance of 190mm, while the Venue has a ground clearance of 195mm. Both the cars can tackle potholes easily. The suspension is also quite planned on both the cars, but again the Venue has an upper edge over here because it has thicker 215/60/16 tires compared to the tires offered on the Fronx, which are 195/60/16 in size. So we just put these two compact SUVs through some real life tests. Now I'll tell you that the Venue has some features which the Fronx does not have. The Venue has a sunroof, it has a cooled glow box, it has a electrically adjustable driver seat, it also has TPMS, but it misses out on a rear headrest. The Fronx has an auto dimming IRVM, it has an HUD, and it also has a 360 camera. The Fronx also has a middle headrest for the rear seat. So if you want to buy the Hyundai Venue, you'll have to shell out anywhere between rupees 9.06 lakh to rupees 15.87 lakh, while if you want to buy the Maruti Fronx, you'll have to shell out between rupees 8.57 to rupees 15.37 lakh. And at this price point, the winner of this comparo is the Hyundai Venue, because it has better quality, better engine options, and a decent list of features. But for the same budget, if you want something from a higher segment, you can actually get the mid variant of the Hyundai Verna for 15-16 lakh rupees. So that is also a very nice choice for you. So that's about it from my side. What is your pick in the 15 lakh rupee segment? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'll see you guys very soon in the next one.